It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Warriors in Oakland. Well, for the Warriors, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run. They're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. And tonight,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Just surviving, keep climbing the mountain. Even when I feel like dying, keep climbing the mountain.
It's a Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know how dominant the Warriors are.
DA, thank you. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. And Clark, the league in general increasing the pace of play. Tonight's teams exemplify that approach.
I really think the game was meant to be played at a high pace, Kevin. We've had periods where it's been a little bit more bump and grind, defensive oriented, but I like the trend that the game has taken on the last decade or so. Up and down, a lot of possessions, a lot of scoring, and a lot of entertainment value. I love it. I love the way the game is played now.
I couldn't agree more.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Brandon Ingram's out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Rondo in at the 1. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And slam dunk by Ingram.
How about that endless wingspan of Ingram? I mean, really causing the opposition a lot of problems.
Rondo against Curry. They get the rebound. Here's Los Angeles now. And it's Rondo in the corner. Offline with his 3. Durant for 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's James, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now here's Curry. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Ingram. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Offensive rebound. Cousins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
And James is an all-around talent, a fantastic passer who actively looks to get his guys going.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
Here's Rondo. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first.
And of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recover. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab and make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
And here is LeBron after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. And it's James missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Golden State moving it around. Thompson misses. And with Cousins and that injury, never an easy one to come back from.
Yeah, it's true. But fortunately, Cousins has the kind of skill set that he's going to be effective no matter when he's on the floor. And great outside shot, the footwork, very smooth in terms of ball handling for that position. And most of the players who aren't the same after an Achilles tear don't have the same skill set that Cousins possesses. That's why I think he'll be fine once he recovers from this injury.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Kevin Durant. And the Lakers also making a switch. Ball's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Caldwell Pope. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Ball kicks to LeBron over Iguodala, and James with the basket on the assist by Ball.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
The shot by Curry, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Thompson. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Takes the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Right at the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
Hart kicks to LeBron. Passes it to Ingram. Down low, McGee in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Hey, you know, Kevin, that's what you want to see. Strong passing inside, leading to the hoop.
Screen by Cousins. Curry passes to Thompson. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Warriors trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
They need this. And it's Thompson again missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Ingram with it. And there's the pass to Hart. Plays it up off the glass.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
You know, they seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together.
You know, Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, outworking them right now, plain and simple. I mean, they've been terrific in the open floor.
Livingston is out there with McCaw. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Bell. And it's Cousins in at the center. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Los Angeles leading by 6. And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that six-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. His drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but I love that. Yes, indeedy.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Here is Rondo. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Livingston passes to Bell. Yep, it counts. Bell's got his first points in this one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's deflected. Beasley the screen. Outside Rondo. It's rebounded by Golden State. Iguodala dishes to Durant. Shoots over Kuzma. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And no doubt that the steal of the 2017 draft was Kyle Kuzma, taken 27th overall.
Hey, people get all hung up about where guys are drafted and how they end up playing either below or above their draft position. Hey, this thing is more art than science. We've seen it for decades. Guys fall, guys rise, and then production isn't commensurate with where they were drafted. Hey, more art than science. And Kuzma is a big-time baller. He just happened to be drafted later than he should have been. And, it was clear early on that Kyle Kuzma is going to be a great scorer. He had no problem putting up big numbers in his rookie season. Many feel, and I'm with them, this is just the start. And he has plenty of upside in other areas of his game. This guy is all-star caliber in time.
And And with Kuzma, he is so ahead of schedule as a scorer, Clark. He's had time to branch out this development.
Yeah, he's got a nice game offensively. Boy, he does a little bit of everything. Handles it, shoots it, can score with or without the ball. Even at the end of last season, I think he focused more on acting as a playmaker for others, which adds to his versatility. The sky's the limit for this guy, Kevin.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Michael Beasley. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, he gives them a double-digit lead. McGee's got 8 points.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Warriors trail by 10. Outside Durant. Lets the three fly. Cans it from downtown. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And Lance Stevenson, man, I could say a ton about this guy, but he is a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Iguodala. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. To the middle. Nice shot by Rondo.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
That one's in there. The Lakers leaders get down to 9 in the bucket from McCaw. And with Lance Stevenson, sometimes he'll pull off an improvised play, Clark, that just drops your jaw.
Yeah, he's one of the most instinctive players I've ever seen. I mean, he does do some things that could cause you to pull your hair out if you have any. But this guy is competitive, great size, and he ignites a team because he can do a lot of things to help you win.
Well, I mean, when you're blessed enough to have a guy like Curry on your team, this is the type of play you want to run.
To the middle, a putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Green kicks to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Stevenson outside, and there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Lakers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Cousins comes in for Bell. It's Thompson in for Patrick McCaw. The Lakers also making some changes. James checked in for JaVale McGee. Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Ball with it, and Curry picks him up defensively, and they double up James. Stevenson, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Stevenson's got 6.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Another one. Man, he's He's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
And really no better leader in the NBA than LeBron. The closest thing to a player coach we've had in a long time.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Coming off an outstanding game last time out, it doesn't look like he's lost any of that momentum here tonight. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys have been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
And over to Kenny, what did you think about Golden State?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
In an effort to protect the players, games are called a little tighter sometimes. And that said, Clark, which guys still bring the physicality that draw the eyes and the attention of the officials?
Well, some of these guys bring attention to themselves by virtue of their reputations, but in terms of physical presence, Steven Adams, to me, is just a behemoth of a guy.
He's grit. He's just all grit, isn't he? Huh?
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he just oozes that with his size and the way he goes about his work.
He does. Taking a look at the Lakers. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. To the paint, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Curry.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And for all his skill on the perimeter, Curry's just as solid inside.
Rondo against Curry. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. It's stolen by Green.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. And just miss after miss right now. Green passes to Curry.
I mean, I think Curry could shoot his free throws blindfolded and still make about 90%.
The Warriors shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
And the first one drops.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on him.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for two. And again, no good by the Lakers. Thompson inside the line, off the left rim and out.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
The drive by Green, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists in the game. The Lakers trail. Rondo kicks to James. Over Iguodala. And it's James missing.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
Thompson with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Screened by Cousins. And here's Iguodala outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 6. LeBron outside. Caldwell Pope outside. Got a piece of it. Here's Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
That free throw, no good. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Bell with the block, and he recovers it. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And Kevin, I really think it's important that that shot becomes part of Ball's arsenal. He's got to get comfortable knocking down the three-point shot.
And the Warriors making a change here. McCaw's checked in. Golden State moving the ball around. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Now here's Livingston. He's covered by Ball. Livingston passes to Cousins. Iguodala kicks to Cousins. 5 to shoot. Livingston no luck. Lakers trail by 4. LeBron drives in, and the dunk by James.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. But they recover it. Here's Bell, who's back up, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And how about the ferocity of Bell? It's admirable. He crashes the boards with such an animalistic nature.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still a premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
The shot by LeBron, no good. And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A., and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all of sports.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Durant's checked in for Iguodala. Klay Thompson comes in for Patrick McCaw. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. The Lakers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
Roof shot.
And that one misses. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in LA for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Deflects the pass. Durant with the steal.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Execution paramount. Speed it up and put the defense on their heels if you can.
Knocked loose. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, the dynamic finish by Cousins. Not a freak athlete, but he's a gamer for sure.
James against Cousins. And it's Cousins with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. The Lakers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Free throw good, LeBron. And both free throws good for LeBron. Now here's Curry. This one for 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. Bell is out there with DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. That's the Warriors 5.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
One of the buzzwords we hear all the time now, Clark, two-way player. But when you were out there, everyone had to be, it seemed to me, a two-way player.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's interesting when you see some of these terms that come into vogue. There's not much that's new under the sun in terms of the game. And clearly, two-way players were as valued in the past, even before me, as they are now. I just think it's part of the language of the game now where it's more prevalent.
Outside for Curry, the three. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Boy, the defense was great, superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
Stevenson sinks that one from the post.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
And again, no good by Golden State. Lakers trail by 4. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Kuzma kicks the ball. Lets it go with a 3. The shot, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Cousins dishes the Bell. Here's Curry with the 3. Here's Durant. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, I just love how Durant finishes over contact, not allowing the D to contain it.
And the Lakers call time here. You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. He's reined in his endorsements by over half, but he's so inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And then for the Lakers, JaVale McGee's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Josh Hart. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's James. Drains it from 17 feet out. James has got 19 points.
You know, I think he's been a steady, reliable option so far, but it's not enough. They need him to take charge, be more assertive on the offensive end.
Lakers trail by 7. To the inside. The shot's good from McGee.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Nice work there, coming off the screen.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Pass the ball, and stolen by Cousins. And then Durant with the jam.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
It's tipped. Durant against James. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Warriors leading by 9. Curry Wide open. His three-pointers off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Cousins with the ball, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
McGee is screen on Durant to the middle, and the slam dunk by McGee.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Curry outside, hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 40 points.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
Yeah, and you really can't afford those kinds of lapses. I mean, not when facing a hole or a deficit like this.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
Gentlemen, two shots. Move shots.
The first one falls. And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Poke loose. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 13. 1:11 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
And James makes scoring look so effortless. Once he kicks it into gear, there's not much you can do to stop him. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Warriors.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steph Curry.
Boy, it was nice seeing him do his thing on offense, wasn't it? Turned it up a notch and flat out pulverized the defense.
Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
On the wing, James. And no good that time. Great tee that time from Green. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Golden State moving the ball around. Green, the screen. Offensive rebound, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team's first. Substitution of the game.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Livingston passes to Cousins. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely